Welcome to Reykjavik. Today's match is the UEFA Europa Conference League fixture between Vikingur of Iceland and Djurgården of Sweden. It's a massive game for both clubs. I'm looking forward to seeing both teams and both sets of fans in action. I've already actually spotted a few Djurgården stickers at the bus stop outside the airport. I'm only here for 24 hours, so I'm really short on time and daylight. We're so far north here in Iceland that the sun doesn't fully come up till about 11 in the morning, and then it sets at about 3:30. So there's not much daylight here. It's actually about 9:30 now, and as you can see, it's pretty dark apart from these street lights. So we're starting off in the dark, but let's get going. Everything's not really fully open yet, so how about we start off with 5 facts about Vikingur.
Fact 1. The club was founded in Reykjavik in 1908 and is one of the oldest sports clubs in Iceland. Fact 2. Vikingur have won 7 Icelandic league titles and 5 national cups. Fact 3. Their home stadium is VIKINGS, which has a capacity of around 2,000, but their European matches are being played at Kópavogsvöllur, which doesn't have adequate floodlights, so the games have to be played in the middle of the day, hence the 1 PM kickoff for this match. Fact 4. They have a cool club crest, the V for Vikingur, with an old school football in the middle and the black and red stripes of their home kit. Lovely stuff. And lastly, fact 5. The full name of Vikingur is actually this, which I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce. Vikingur have kind of taken the Conference League by storm this season with 2 great wins at home against Cercle Brugge from Belgium and Boruc from Bosnia. A win today would almost certainly see them qualify for the next round, which would be a huge achievement. Which brings me onto their opponents, Djurgården. I actually watched Djurgården in their last match in this competition, a 1-0 win against Welsh side TNS. Go and check that video out, I'll put a link at the end. They brought loads of fans over from Sweden who all thoroughly enjoyed themselves in Shrewsbury. Their fans are amazing. I also saw them in a Stockholm derby against Hammarby. I'll link that video too. And fans from both sides today will be more up for this than ever because there's a huge amount at stake. Both teams are currently on 7 points in the Conference League group phase, so whoever wins today is essentially through to the next round of the competition.
So I think we've chosen a really good game to experience here, but before the match, let's try and check out a little bit of Reykjavik this morning. Reykjavik is a really cool little city. I've just been walking around, lots of little bars and cafes that I'm sure will be busy later on. There's lights lit up everywhere. I think that ties in with it being 2 weeks from Christmas, but just look where I am now. I walked down the Rainbow Street, which I'm sure you've seen on Instagram and places like that, and also the big church up at the top of that street looked amazing, lit up with all the lights. I'm also pretty sure that that's Iceland's Parliament building behind me there. Should have done my research a little bit better, but I'm fairly certain that's it. You'll be able to hear the church bells behind me, which means that it's 10 o'clock, so not that long to go until the match now, so probably time to go and find some cheap eats. I run a tight budget for these trips, so I'm always on the lookout for cheap food, and these hot dog stands are kind of dotted all around Reykjavik. I've been recommended them as somewhere cheap and good, so let's give it a go. Also, a lamppost behind me, dotted around with a few football stickers. You're never too far from a football sticker. Seen a Palmeiras one on there and an Everton one. Don't think you see those two teams cross paths often, if ever at all. Let's give this a go. It looks really good. I asked for everything in there. There's some fried onions, ketchup, some sort of Icelandic mayo, and mustard. Oh yeah, that is spot on, and it was really cheap, which leads me on to the cost of this trip. Let's go through those now. Starting off with the flights. So return flights from the UK to Reykjavik were only £46. That was by far my biggest savings. That was a great deal. The airport is quite far from Reykjavik, so you do have to get a bus, and a return ticket is £27. It is a long way. Accommodation, notoriously expensive in Iceland, came in at £69. I think that's a pretty good deal. The hot dog I just had was £4. I think you'd pay about that at home, maybe a little bit more. And lastly, the match ticket was £17. Europa Conference League providing great value again. I've not paid more than £20 for a ticket over any of the 3 games that I've been to this season. All of which comes to a grand total of £163. We've done it again, under 200 quid all in. That's always the aim. Listen, Iceland is an expensive country. If you're coming here for longer, it's going to cost you a lot much more than that. But for this trip, in and out, absolutely perfect. So I hope you found that informative. Now it's time to head to the stadium. Just about, there was a bit of a problem with my ticket, and it looks like there's a few problems with a few other tickets because there's a bit of a queue forming. Hopefully everyone gets in time. This stadium, it belongs to Breidablik. You can see their signs and logo all over the place. Pretty cool setup. I'm quite keen to come back to watch Viking versus Breidablik another time. I walked around to the other side of the stadium before and I can see where all the Djurgården fans were going in. I'll go and check out the stadium in a minute when we go inside and find our seat. In fact, let's do that now. There's only 2 stands. This main stand that I'm in here, there's another small stand opposite to me where all the Djurgården fans are, but I'd imagine there's going to be a lot of them in the home end like they were for the TNS game. These Djurgården fans get absolutely everywhere. This is going to be a really good one. It is cold and wet. Thank God I'm in the stands and not playing. Let's go. Chance for Vikingur, ball into the back post, shot into the side net, nothing in it. Bit of a bad tempered game, few yellow cards. Both sets of fans have been good. Djurgården fans over there, there's not many of them, but they're making noise and doing all the colours and flags like they always do. There's a good section of Vikingur ultras in this stand as well, which I didn't really expect. They've been putting on a good show. Not matched on the pitch at the moment. Maybe in the second half when legs start to tire, we'll see a few more openings. Fingers crossed. Second half, Djurgården have hit the bar and the post now. I think a goal's coming. To Djurgården. Ball didn't look in a dangerous position out there on the corner of the box. Played across, great finish into the top left-hand corner with his left foot. Really good. Quick second for Djurgården, brilliant counter-attack, ball played in behind, lovely dink finish over the keeper, really nice goal, and 2-0 ahead. We said the goals would come, they've come, let's see if Vikingur can get any. back, it's 2-1. Finish into the far corner, this place went crazy. Can they pull it back to 2-2? Really good second half, it's been brilliant. We've had a red card, Djurgården down to 10 men. I said there was quite a lot of yellows in the first half. Someone's just got their second there off. The fans in this stand celebrating like they scored a goal. Maybe they will get that equaliser now. Time here in Reykjavik, it finishes Vikingur 1, Djurgården 2. The 10 men of Djurgården hung on, 8 yellow cards, 1 red, 3 goals. It turned into a great game. The first half was diabolical. The second half was sensational. Everyone woke up, the players and the fans. Both sets of fans were great. Full house, but not a big capacity, but they made a lot of noise and showed a lot of passion. Absolutely brilliant. Love Reykjavik as well. I wish I could have seen more of it. It's a shame it was so dark. I'll come back in the summer. I've got to run and go and get my bus to the airport. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.